We are Team 20 and our project is PennGo. We are aiming to improve the Penn transit system by increasing awareness and efficiency of the options offered. In a survey of 150 Penn students, we found that over 70% of Penn students have never taken Penn Transit more than once. This is because of a lack of awareness about the available routes and schedules, as well as inconsistency in the routes themselves. After realizing this problem, we conducted observations while riding Penn-affiliated transportation, compiled all possible routes and stops, and met with Penn Transit to get aligned with their goals and needs. From this meeting, we realized Penn Transit is primarily a safety service to get members of the Penn community home, and that Penn Transit would love to increase ridership. With this in mind, we created a two-pronged solution that aims to increase usage and efficiency of Penn-affiliated transportation system.
The first component of our project is a transit mapping mobile application that will allow Penn students and faculty to input a start location and a desired end location. The app will then output a ranked list of Penn-affiliated transportation routes that the student can take with directions to the stops and estimated travel times. The app will also have a tab for feedback on the current Penn Transit system, where users can suggest new routes that they would like to take and vote on their peers' suggestions. The second component of our project uses the feedback generated by the mobile application. We will create a network optimization model that will take into consideration the feedback as well as the limitations of the current Penn Transit routes and output suggestions to create either one, completely new routes, or two, incremental changes to a current route, such as a new stop. This information will help the Penn Transit system better understand demand and meet the needs of the Penn community. We will work with Penn Transit to implement any pilot tests for these recommendations.
So far, we have accomplished all that we have set out to do this semester. For the mobile application, we have created MVP versions of our back-end route generation and ranking algorithms in Java and designed our final design mockups using just in mind. We are going to create the front end of the app in React Native so it's accessible on both iOS and Android devices. React Native will make calls to our back-end Java functions. We are incorporating Google Maps API for determining directions and walking time, and we are also incorporating SEPTA live tracking and PEN bus live tracking APIs to get accurate estimates of travel time. We also began determining the constraints and variables for our network optimization, and we've decided that we will create the optimization functions in Python. In order to suggest new routes, we will cluster suggested routes based on either similar starting points or similar ending points, and weight the suggestions based on the number of votes it receives. This program will then either string together suggestions that could reasonably form a full bus route, or it will provide recommendations to add stops to existing bus routes.
For the spring semester, we plan to be much more aggressive with our timeline. We'd like to have the app completed by the second week of February so that we can begin testing with beta users at this point. We'll address any bugs or design flaws during the beta testing and launch our mobile app in the App Store following spring break. We will also finish creating the algorithm for our network optimization model and test it on sample data at this point. With the app launch in March, we'll begin accepting real feedback data to use our network optimization. We'll also simultaneously undergo marketing efforts to get the word out about our mobile application in the last month of the spring semester. Our goal is also to have several tangible recommendations to give Penn Transit by April so that we can work with them on implementing our recommendations and transferring control of our technology stack for the last weeks of the semester.